right, here we go, guys. We got an update coming in Clash Royale. Now, unfortunately, there's one thing in this update that is kind of going to take away from everything else, and it's going to be the main talking point. Some of you guys might have already guessed what that is, which we will be getting to, but there are a lot of things coming in this update. This is just basically the information from Clash Royale's PDF they posted, and I put it into a PowerPoint, so I included pretty much everything that's important. So basically, guys, in the next few months, there's going to be several major features that are coming to Clash Royale that are going to be different from what we know. There's going to be a new 2v2 league that's coming, and it's going to be a competitive format for teams. There's a evolution box, which is going to expand how evolutions are earned and unlocked, which sounds pretty good. There's a seasonal holiday content, which includes a seasonal lucky chest and a Clashmas event. Trophy Road will receive a rework with new progression, pacing, and rewards. And then there's a mysterious and heroic new gameplay feature, which will be revealed later. And later in the video, towards the end, I'll actually show you guys the picture that they included with this heroic thing that's coming. So, about progression. The progression system has grown over time with many resource types and upgrade steps. Elite, wildcards, books, magic coins, and gold all contributed to complex upgrade decisions. So Supercell has felt like it's been a little confusing for some people. Some players save resources indefinitely, while others felt unsure of how to use them. The goal of this update is to simplify progression and make upgrades feel more rewarding. That all sounds fine and dandy. So first of all, elite wildcards are going away. They say goodbye, elite wildcards. So elite wildcards were originally intended to support long-term passive card upgrading. However, many players did not experience this system as intended, making progression confusing. Interesting. Elite wildcards will be removed entirely from the game in this update, and all remaining elite wildcards in your inventory will automatically convert into gems. Gems can then be used to purchase specific cards directly, and then the elite wildcards have also already been removed from ranked and trophy road rewards, which you guys saw. So that answers that question of why that is, although you maybe wouldn't have expected this to be the reason for that. And then book and magic coin conversion. So books, and this is common to legendary books, are going to convert into the equivalent number of wildcards, and then book of books will convert into gems. Magic coins are going to be converted into gold. Conversion rates match the new upgrade system and are based on your King Tower level. Lower level players are still going to receive a minimum equivalent upgrade value. As for what you guys can expect for the book conversion rates, as you guys can see, for the King Tower level from 1 to 6, you're getting the same common wild cards per common book, which is 100, and then for the rare it's 20, the epic it's 10, legendary it's 4, and the gems it's 400. And then it eventually goes up, as you guys can see, for the higher levels. You guys can read all the numbers yourself, but as you can see, you actually do get quite a lot of gems per book of books once you're at 14 and 15. I mean, look at that, 4,400 gems, 6,000. That's more than I would have expected. And then you can see for the max on the legendary wildcards per legendary book, 20, 180 for the epic wildcards, for the rare, 1,400, and for the common, 7,500. And you can read all the numbers in between. I guess I don't need to name every single one. And this is, I think, the moment that I already can see it coming. I know there's going to be tons of Reddit posts, tons of drama on Twitter, probably a lot of boycotts. So, I mean, you guys can already imagine there's probably going to be a video coming after this that's talking about the aftermath of this announcement. But yeah, new card levels and upgrading. So level 16 is being introduced to provide goals for players who have maxed their decks. Upgrade card and gold requirements have been reduced for mid-level upgrades, and I'll show you guys the new numbers for that. This ensures that progressing from early to mid to late levels feels smoother. The elite wildcard upgrade step has been removed to simplify leveling. Ranked battles will remain capped at level 15 until May 2016. So that is one good thing. On ranked, you are going to have quite a few months to upgrade stuff to level 16, but that still is probably going to mean Trophy Road is going to be, well, level 16 and 2v2 and other modes. So, and a few months is not that long of a time, I will say, to get a whole nother level. But here's the new level requirements, or card requirements rather, for the levels. So as you guys can see, at 13 and 14, you need less cards now. So for 13, it's 2,500, and for 14, 3,500. But then it's still quite a lot at 15 and 16. So I don't really know. And then for the rare, it's less for additional levels. At level 11 and 12, you can see there's a reduction, 300 and 400, instead of just at 13 and 14. And then it's interesting, at Epic, you got a reduction at 11, but then at 12, there's not compared to the rare. And then for the Legendary and Champion, it's the same as the Common, where there's only a reduction for 13 and 14, which is pretty interesting. So I haven't done all the calculations yet. I'm sure some people will. I don't know if after all the calculations are done, people realize, wait, maybe it isn't that much harder to get stuff to 16, but I think we all know it's certainly going to be harder, and no matter how they make it seem, everyone's going to be complaining about this. I'm sure they saw this coming. I think they knew people were going to complain, but I guess they didn't really care. So I guess the question is how big the backlash is going to be. That's the only thing we don't know. But anyway, as far as more stuff going on, there's going to be crystals and overflow copies. So basically, when cards reach the maximum level, extra duplicate copies are going to be converted into crystals. So crystals are basically a new currency used in the shop, and you can unlock exclusive cosmetic items and emotes with them, apparently. So I guess that's pretty cool. I guess that's what happens when you have extra level 16 cards. That's kind of what it seems like. And then the wild cards that exceed the storage capacity will still overflow and remain usable for upgrades. And then for Trophy Road and rank changes, these are actually some good changes they're making. Trophy Road is now going to expand to 12,000 trophies, adding new high-level arenas. Players can continue earning rewards and progression milestones past previous limits. Ranked access is now based on seasonal trophy milestones instead of completing the entire Trophy Road. So what this means is to unlock ranked, you don't need 15,000 trophies anymore. I believe it's going to be around 11,000, 12,000. It actually depends, I think, on the month and some other factors from what I was looking at before. So it's going to be less than 15,000 now. So I guess that's something in the update that's going to be very good. Reaching Champion League in ranked ensures ranked remains unlocked in following seasons. So that seems to be something that's the same, but now you need less than 15,000, I'm pretty sure. But still, Champion is going to make sure you get it next time around. So this is kind of like a too long, don't want to read or don't remember everything. The main things you guys want to remember are the elite wild cards are being removed and they're getting converted into gems. The books convert into wild cards or gems depending on the type. Magic coins convert into gold. Level 16 has been added, while ranked remains capped at level 15 until May next year. And then the overflow duplicate cards now convert into crystals, which is a brand new feature in the game. And lastly, guys, this is the heroic thing that's coming, the picture that is shown for it. So no idea what this is. But yeah, I mean, level 16, here we go. I mean, I think we knew it was inevitably going to be added at some point, if not now, within the next couple of years, I'm sure. But did they really have to add it now with the game being in its height of popularity since ever, or at least since like 2016? I don't know if the community is prepared for this. Is this going to be the beginning of the end for Clash Royale and now everything is just downhill from here? Well, stay tuned because I'm probably going to do a drama and a backlash video soon because we all know the community is going to be outraged the next couple days. I guarantee it. I don't even need to like try to predict it. I just know what's going to happen. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. You can use creator code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game. And let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this update so far. This is just kind of the first sneak peek or information we have for it so far.